Summer pruning of young, vigorously growing apple trees. When is summer pruning of young apple trees done? Summer pruning of young apple trees is done when their growth is vigorous, which means that vigorous shoots and branches dominate in the tree canopy. Summer pruning is not necessarily applied on trees of weak and moderate growth, as that will delay their canopy shaping. It is possible to remove only single, more vigorous shoots that inhibit the tree training. Summer pruning goals. Summer pruning of young, vigorously growing apple trees has the following main objectives: to reduce growth vigor of the trees, to promote early bearing, and to create a balance between growth and fruiting. Practical examples of summer pruning. The orchard was established with fruit planting material with feathers. The trees are in the second growing season, and they are being trained to the slender spindle system. Summer pruning was done in August. The cultivars on which the summer pruning was carried out are Florina and Golden Bee, grafted on M9 rootstock. Pruning of the top of the central leader. When the central leader is with a weak or moderate growth, it is not removed, but its competitors are cut off. This is done in order to enhance the growth vigor of the central leader. If the central leader has a vigorous growth, it is removed. Its competitor is left as a central leader. That practice reduces the vigor of the tree in its upper part. Pruning of the central part of the tree leader. The vigorous shoots and branches are removed. Those of them with a moderate growth and a wide angle of deviation from the vertical are left. The most favorable growing angle of the branches is from 0 to 45 degrees. That angle favors their shoot growth and reproductive behavior. If there is a branch or branches close in thickness to that of the central tree leader, they are removed. That practice is obligatory because leaving them will negatively affect the growth habits of the central leader and the branches with a wide angle of growth left on the tree. Pruning the tree permanent scaffold branches. 3 to 4 permanent scaffold branches are left. Branches that are close in thickness to the central leader of the tree are removed. If such a scaffold branch is left, the central leader of the tree becomes thinner above it. Besides, the other scaffold branches will lag behind in growth, which will disrupt the cone-like shape of the tree. If there are scaffold branches that have grown one above the other, one of them is removed. Scaffold branches with crushed angle of growth are also removed. All the vigorous shoots on the scaffold branches are removed, as well as strong upright shoots. The scaffold branches intertwined with the branches of the adjacent trees can also be pruned back. Finished tree pruning. Theoretical knowledge. Now, when you have already mastered the rules of summer pruning, it is desirable to enrich your experience with theoretical knowledge. It will be useful in carrying out summer pruning on other cultivars and orchards, as well as in determining the factors that stimulate growth. Factors stimulating tree growth. There are several major factors that stimulate the growth of young trees, the biggest effect being caused by improper pruning, the pruning which is not consistent with the chosen training system. Other reasons are the application of high rates of fertilizers, the use of scion rootstock combinations inducing vigorous growth, inappropriate planting distances, as well as the establishment of orchards on fertile soils. The above-mentioned factors, combined with suitable climatic conditions for apple cultivation and the use of good quality fruit planting material, improve the growth habits of the trees. Physiological differences between winter and summer pruning. The physiological impact of winter and summer pruning on the vegetative and reproductive habits of apple trees is different. Winter pruning stimulates growth and promotes the rapid establishment of the canopy, while summer pruning reduces the growth habits of the trees. That is due to the fact that after summer pruning, the assimilation activity of the tree is reduced, as is the amount of assimilates produced, due to the removal of shoots with leaves. In late summer and in the autumn, the assimilates produced by the leaves are stored in the roots and in the thick above-ground parts of the tree. During winter dormancy, the trees with summer pruning have less nutrients than those without summer pruning. The lower supply of reserve assimilates in winter also leads to their smaller quantitative participation in the initial spring growth. At the earliest development stage, shoot growth depends more on the reserves than on newly formed assimilates. That reflects in a reduction of the growth habits of the trees in the upcoming vegetation season.